Stress is described by the World Health Organization as the health epidemic of the 21st century. And experts believe it can contribute to serious life-threatening diseases such as diabetes, dementia, heart disease. Most people think that stress does come from the enormous pressures and responsibilities of life. All the things that you've kind of put there, working from home, pandemic, finances, family, partners, loss of control, not having sufficient resources, not having enough time, high workloads, money, etc. And that's what we tend to think of as the things that actually stress us. In short, it's when the things in life just aren't going to plan or as smoothly as we want them to be. And for most of us, it's a pretty long list at the moment. Since everyone around us seems to be experiencing life as being stressful, we tend to resign ourselves to the fact that that's life at the moment. That's what life is like, living and working, existing in the 21st century. And we accept that that's just the way it is. Actually, it's not true. And the uncomfortable truth about stress is that it's not your boss, your kids, your partner, your finances, the working from home, the workloads. They aren't actually the real causes of stress. They are not stressful. That's not to say that stress doesn't exist or that stress isn't very real. And you may well find that practicing yoga, exercising, meditation, relaxation, etc. may help to relieve the effects of stress. But what tends to happen, that relief is just for a few short hours. And hours or possibly the next day, those stressors return. But the real source of stress is not those surface situations we tend to blame. The real source of stress and the uncomfortable truth about stress is that actually the real source is our thoughts. And the only way of eliminating stress, or distress actually as it should be referred to, the unhelpful stress, because stress can be healthy as well. There is good stress, eustress, and we need a certain level of stress to actually motivate us. Without it, we wouldn't survive. Stress is our inner superhero. But when we get too much pressure, when pressure builds up and our stress builds up and it becomes too much, it then turns to what is actually known as distress, although when most people talk about stress, they're actually talking about distress. So the only real way to actually eliminate that stress, to reduce that stress, to take it away completely, is to actually, and this is the bad stress I'm talking about, the distress, is to actually really understand our thoughts, what's going on in our head, and the drivers behind our way of thinking. Only then can we really start to strategically address the real source of stress. So the key to eliminating that distress and not just managing it is to create a fundamental and lasting shift in the way that we actually think. The first step to this strategic shift is to generate insights into our behavioural preferences and the way we perceive the world around us. From there, we can then start to understand the drivers of our thoughts and develop our own unique coping strategies based on those behavioural preferences.